go live. All right, I'm going to start live on the phone. Invite people to join us. Okay, there we are. I think we're good. Video's going. Audio check. Phone check. We are live, everybody. Welcome.
Whoa.
Welcome to the Naked Famous Denim live stream. Here we are simulcasting on YouTube and on Instagram. If you're watching us on Instagram, head over to the YouTube channel because we will be conducting most of the live stream on YouTube. So we'll watch both, but head over to the YouTube channel and we will continue the live stream there. So we'll probably only stream on Instagram for the next 30 minutes or so. Welcome, welcome. Let's let all the rooms populate here. We've got all of our friends. I see a lot of familiar faces. All of our friends.
Yes.
All of our friends? Yeah, these are all of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Johnny Comehorn in the house, the more. Greetings from the DMV. Ian, we are live. Carl Morawski. Woo, it's Naked and Famous Denim time. Thanks for joining us here. We've got Devin Hurt. What denim do you have on today? Well, we will get to that. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. We are tuning in from Yokohama, Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys know that already. Well, if you're new to the channel, we're live streaming from Yokohama, Japan. We've got Francisco Michael Hello from Chicago. Ian's DC in the house. Benoit Carl. Hi from Montreal. Leonardo Roca. Hello from Southern California. Happy Naked and Famous Denim Day. It is Naked and Famous Denim Day every day. Brainstar. Hello from Seattle. Jacob. I'm going to screw that up. I'm just going to say Jacob. Hello from Dallas, Texas. Hello, hello. Tuning in from Denver. We've got Trouble Brother. Will Sox. Hello from London, UK. We've got lots of people here on the Instagram. Dr. 2J's Cotton in from Florida. Thanks for the hood selvage. Hood selvage from, I can't see that, but you know who you are. All right, well, welcome everybody. It's been, it seems like only 5 minutes ago we were here streaming with you last week.
Yeah.
But the week has gone by really, really quickly for us. It's been a pretty busy week.
Mm-hmm. But it also kind of feels like a long time ago.
Oh, not for me. Not for me.
I don't remember anything from last week.
Yeah, it's like a blink of an eye, and we're here. Well, which is fine. I like ending my week or starting my week. I guess it really depends.
Starting our weekend.
With the live stream with everybody. We've got first name, last name, best jeans to go hiking in. What are the best jeans to go hiking in?
Maybe something with stretch.
Stretch is fine. We also had the All Conditions denim. That one was kind of designed with, outdoorsy kind of hiking stuff in mind, camping, because it has that Cordura built in. I think any pair of jeans, so long as, they're durable, you're...
Yeah, but you want to be comfortable in it. Like, you don't want, the first day of breaking in denim, you don't want to
I'm just thinking camping in general. But,
yeah, but
a good
hiking
hike
is like,
you need some mobility.
Yeah. Although it's probably going to give you a great fade.
Yeah, nightshade stretch selvage might work well. Dark, 12.5 ounce weight, so a good weight denim. It's got a little bit of stretch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the nightshade might do a good job for that. How hot? Been wearing the mainline chore coat lately. Weather has been perfect for it here. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Here in Japan, the weather's been...
It's summery.
It's summery,
days,
yeah. And then you get a little bit of a thunderstorm in the middle of the day, and
it just happened yesterday.
It just happens. But it's been pretty pleasant out here as well. Wizard of 32 ounce has joined in on the Instagram stream. Well, everybody watching on the Instagram, be sure to join us over at the YouTube channel because we're going to be conducting most of the live stream out there. Tuning in from Calgary, KMX. Fading my nice guy black Cobras. I picked from my trip to Toronto. So for those people who don't know, good choice. For those people who don't know, there's a shop in Toronto called Over the Rainbow. It was one of the first stores that we ever worked with. It was definitely the first store in Toronto that picked us up. And one of the first stores in all the world that started carrying Naked Famous. And we have a custom fit that we do for them called the Nice Guy. It's basically the Super Guy with a little bit more rise. Just a little touch more rise. We have a couple of exclusive jeans for them available in Toronto, and they also sell them online. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can check them out at Rainbow Jeans. I think that's their website. Let me double check. Rainbow Jeans Toronto. They are the longest existing. RainbowJeans.com. RainbowJeans.com. They're the longest existing denim shop in Canada.
That's impressive.
Yeah, since 1975. 1975.
It's also a family business, which we like.
Yeah. If anybody's ever been to that shop, you'll know Dan, you'll know Joel. Great people over there at Over the Rainbow. They used to be in they used to have their in Yorkville. Yeah, sorry, my brain is a little early. Just woke up a few minutes ago. The shop used to be in Yorkville. They opened up in the Manulife Center, just on Bloor Street there, downtown, straight downtown Toronto. Beautiful new location. BD. Hello, arrived late according to traditional time, but on time according to Gandalf. Okay, well, welcome. Whether you're late or early, it doesn't matter so long as you're here. That's all that matters. And even if you're watching on the replay, that works perfectly too. Have anything cool in that pocket? Nothing. Nothing in that pocket. Are your jeans raw denim? Mutual Being asks on Instagram. Yes, our jeans are raw denim. We make raw denim products. Occasionally, we will do a rinse wash on a jean, but we don't do any, fashion washes or distress washing on our jeans. We let that happen naturally.
Yeah, and we kind of consider rinse wash to be raw still because it's not.
Yeah, it's not a distress wash, right? We're not bleaching them. We're not sandpapering them. We're not trying to make them look artificially worn. Yeah. A rinse wash is you taking your jeans, putting them in the wash at home, and then wearing them.
Right.
That
starch out.
Takes out the starch, makes it a little bit more comfortable right away. So, that said, we've got a couple things on the agenda today. I pulled a couple of fall/winter 2022 work shirts to show off. We had some people asking about that, so I've got that. I also have the Coca-Cola fabric. Somebody was asking about that one, so I've got it in the work shirt and in the work pant. I've got the Elephant 11 Grandrelle. So we've got a couple of previews today, so stick around for that. Let us know your questions in the comments here. We're gonna answer those for you. I had a question that came through the Instagram, through the DMs just the other day, and I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to go over it because I thought it was an interesting question, very basic question. Somebody asked me. Essentially, they picked up a pair of the standard slub selvage. Sorry, not selvage. The standard slub. So that's it's one of the jeans we carry on Tati and Yoko. And they said, I discovered that these jeans were not selvage. Do they still fade like selvage denim? And I actually found it, I was starting to type out the answer, and I realized that, because the question itself was sort of incorrect in a way, it was a little hard to explain. But I think I managed to do it. But I just wanted to go over it in general because I think some people get certain terms mixed up. So a lot of times we talk about, selvage denim having beautiful fading properties. But it's not really selvage denim that has the fading property. It's the fact that the denim is raw, right? So raw denim, selvage denim, a lot of these words are kind of interchanged and used up, Some people don't know what word stands for what, right? So selvage denim is referring to the way that the fabric was woven on old vintage shuttle looms. And I wish I had a shuttle. We should probably get one for here. That way we can show it off. But basically it's like this wooden rod, right, that carries the weft yarns back and forth across the fabric as it's being woven. And that way you have a single strand of yarn that is going back and forth each time. So, and on each pass it seals the edge of the fabric, which creates that clean self edge, hence selvage denim. Now, a projectile loom denim has the weft denim injected one at a time. And if you ever see a roll of projectile loom denim, you'll see that the edges are just loose, right? They're kind of frayed off, right? Now, when we use selvage denim, because it's a narrower fabric, we cut the outseam along the edge of the fabric because it's the most efficient way to cut the leg, and you get that busted outseam with the selvage on the outside. And now with a projectile loom denim, a wider width denim, of course you still have to be efficient with your cutting, but you can kind of cut any piece anywhere you want, because the outseam, you're usually going to finish that with a serger or something so that it remains clean looking, and the edges of the fabric aren't going to fray off. But that's the difference between selvage denim and a projectile loom denim, a modern machine-made denim. And when it comes to the fading properties, that all boils down to the way the fabric was dyed, and then any kind of finishing that has happened after the fabric was woven. So whether the denim was woven on a projectile loom or a shuttle loom, so long as nothing happens afterwards in terms of washing or distressing, they're both raw. Right? So they're both going to fade the same. Well, it also depends on how the yarns were dyed, right? So presuming that we're using rope dyed yarns to weave on a projectile loom or weave on a shuttle loom, they're going to have this very, very similar fading property. Now, of course, the ways that the machines weave the denim will give a certain texture difference. It's very slight, but it exists. In fact, the other day we were meeting with one of our fabric suppliers, and they had, and you don't often see this, but they had the equivalent fabric in selvage and in wide width. And I took a picture of it. I got to post it somewhere. And you'd have to have a keen eye, but you can tell that there is a difference. And I think for like denim nerds, knowing that difference is just one of those things. It's kind of like looking at for me, it's like certain antique watches, right? Depending on the era of watch, maybe a letter is printed a little bit differently, or the number is positioned a little bit, in a way that's different, right? But if you're a collector, or if you're like a nerd for this kind of stuff, you're like, well, that particular, feature only occurred during this period, and because of that, and it only happened during this time, this is a rare kind of occasion.
I disagree that it's similar to that, because that is something they can point out, and you can be like, if somebody shows you like, hey, this letter is slightly like this way compared to that, and it's like, oh, okay, I can see that.
Right.
I think it's a little bit more something you can't put in words so much, like, or you can't just show to, like.
I think I'm going to be able to show it. Like, I have a photo of the fabric side by side.
But that's only because if it's the same.
Yeah,
fabric,
literally the same yarn.
Literally next to each other, and you can say like, hey, this one is. Whatever.
That's
but it's
true.
it's not something that can be like, if this, letter is cricket like this, then it's from this era. Like,
it's certainly harder to show off because it's kind of like with the left-hand twill, right-hand twill debate. Left-hand twill denim is softer than right-hand twill. Not always. We're only talking about equivalencies, right? If you're using the same yarn and make a right-hand twill construction versus a left-hand twill construction, the left-hand twill will be a little bit softer. The right-hand twill denim will be a little bit tougher, right? A little bit grittier. But a lot of people use the left-hand twill, right-hand twill kind of talk to assume that all left-hand twill denim is going to be softer than all right-hand twill denim, and that's actually not the case. So, yeah, I guess when you're comparing, non-selvage with selvage denim, so long as you're using the equivalent yarns and, construction.
And looking at it side by side.
You'll notice a difference.
Yeah.
But I guess, on its own, it'll certainly be harder to tell.
Yeah.
But I guess if you know, you know. If you know, like,
even with that, I think it's okay, like if you have a whole thing of fabric and you can clearly see one it has selvage, and then the other wider, like, you can be confident. But I think if it wasn't for that, like, it would be like, maybe.
Right. Yeah, if you just had, like, a cutting of the fabric, you didn't see the edge, would you know if it was selvage or not?
Yeah. It's that subtle, and it's that, like, unless you know the fabric so well, you can't tell. Like, if it's a blind test, most
might
people
be a little hard.
Cannot
Probably
tell.
very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it. definitely went off. I don't know if I went off on a tangent, but I feel like I did
it's
there.
a basic denim
yeah.
knowledge. I think a lot of people would learn something from it.
Yeah, well, if you have any questions about that topic, let us know, and we'll get into it a little bit further. Vitali, any plans to add more base colors to pocket t-shirt selection, like red or earthy tone colors? I don't know if we'd do a red, but like I could see like a khaki brown, something like that being added. So
we haven't added any color in t-shirts since I started working.
Yeah, to be fair, you're probably the first person to ask. Yeah,
that's true.
Like I could see it personally, like wanting it, but like nobody asked for it. Like white, black, navy, heather gray, and then we have like that heather blue from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, not a lot of people ask for more colors. I guess when you guys like the base colors are what work for a lot of folks. Anyways, I think we should add a little bit more, but yeah. Sees how she writes St-Viateur Bagel represent. Yeah. For those people who don't know, St-Viateur Bagel is probably the most famous bagel shop, restaurant, bakery in Montreal. Very, very famous. Famous across Canada, for sure. Maybe even internationally. If you know your Montreal bagels, you know St-Viateur Bagel.
And I really like this
I
t-shirt.
love that logo.
It's so cool. And because I've had it for a long time, like the print is cracking and it's kind of becoming like my own vintage t-shirt.
Yeah. It's really fun. And I love St-Viateur. When we go to Montreal, we always bring back a bunch of St-Viateur bagels, and then we just slice them, put them in the freezer, they're ready to go. So
last time, because we got stuck in the hotel quarantine, our fridge was filled with the bagel, and then we just like, there wasn't really a freezer space. Yeah. So I was like, we froze these bagels just so that we can bring it home. And now we're in this.
Anyways, they survived. But I was a little nervous there for a second because we had a lot of bagels with us. BD, Rants and Pants with Bezat and Risa. That's it. That should be the name of this live stream.
That is a very good name.
Todd Hackett, Venomous Teddy. Oh, I think he's asking someone in the chat. Venomous Teddy, at Niels Hackett, you got Elephant 9 in an extra small size? I'm not sure. Is that, we're talking about denim jackets, maybe? We've got South Black in the Instagram chat. Are you shipping to Indonesia? We ship everywhere. We ship everywhere. Jake Corsa, do heavier weight denims shrink more than lighter weight denims? If they're unsanforized, I don't know.
I think that because like heavier weight denim has thicker yarns, hence that like that weaving is.
Yeah, I think it depends on how loose the cotton, like the yarn is, not so much the weight of the fabric.
Yeah, how loose the weaving is. Yeah. And I think maybe with the thicker yarns, heavier denim, it might tend to be looser weave than.
Yeah, but I would say it's probably negligible. Like it's not a big, if the difference exists, I wouldn't say that it would be a rule. I think it's more about how the yarn and the weave construction, that's certainly more important than just the fact that it's heavier weight or lighter weight. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in that question. And it's also when it's unsanforized. Like if it's sanforized, like we're talking, sanforized fabrics have 1 to 3% shrink rate. Like it's nothing, right? They'll stretch more than they'll shrink. So some people still have the belief that, you know, this leads me into another question that I was being asked on the Instagram. They were asking me about sizing, and you know, my always rule with sizing is follow the measurement guide, right? So for those people who don't know, we have on Tati and Yoko, Naked Famous Denim, NYC.com. Under all of our products, we post a measurement guide, and I'm sure a lot of our retail partners have measurement guides there as well. So what you want to do is you want to see different stores have different ways of measuring. Usually they'll have a post somewhere, maybe at the bottom it says how we measure or whatever. Click there, see how they measure the jeans. Then measure your jeans and, measure all the same measurements, but follow the way that they do it, or we do it. Then compare your measurements to the sizing chart posted on the product page. Now, some folks, they still have this idea that, hey, I'm a size 32, so that means my waist size is a 32. That's not true. That's why we do the measurement guides. A lot of people find out that actually their jeans that are tag size 32 actually measure out 33 and a half, 34, sometimes bigger, sometimes smaller, but that's usually not the case. So you always want to use that measurement guide when sizing, when figuring out the right size. And some people think, okay, well, maybe I'll just size down a little bit, and by size down, I mean, I've measured my jeans, I've determined that, the right waist size for me is a 33 and a half inch measurement. Let's go get the jeans that have a 32 and a half inch measurement, and then they're going to stretch out an inch. Don't presume that, right? You don't know if you're going to get that whole inch. Odds are you won't, right? Maybe half an inch, maybe 3/4 an inch, a whole inch, sometimes. But the problem then becomes, they stretch to kind of size, but you need a little bit of extra room for your jeans to be comfortable, right? Yeah. And then sometimes, so always keep that in mind. Don't play the size down. Like, don't get the size that's so smaller with the anticipation of it stretching out, because more often than not, it doesn't stretch out to the size that you want. And then sometimes people will go with the, should I buy them bigger and expect them to shrink? Can I hot wash these jeans and get them to shrink? You can hot wash the jeans and they'll shrink a little bit, 1 to 3% if they're sanforized. But that shrinkage is really not that permanent, right?
It's also like you're really gambling it there, because you don't want to rely on that factor that is very, like, you can't put a finger on it. It's not gonna shrink the same rate every time. It's very unstable. The very thing that you can trust is the actual number that is shown in front of you. That is the number that you can have faith in.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but what you can do with a larger size is belt or slight alteration, right? You can always take them in a little bit, right? If you need to take in an inch, I think that your local tailor shop will be able to do that no problem. It's not going to affect the fit of the jean. So that's always an option for you as well. So
that's only if, like, it's so big that it's, sliding off your
sliding
head.
off your butts. So, but keep that in mind. So sizing up, you can always go down a little bit with a belt or an alteration. Getting a size that's too small, you're expecting stretch, which I would say don't expect a stretch.
Yeah.
So,
like I always say, I review all the return reasons. Like, when it's sizing, like, 95% is too small.
Yeah.
And really rare to see it was too big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why a lot of it ends up being too small is because some people just presume, I wear 32 waist, so I'm going to get the jean that says 32 inch, measurement, and that ends up being too small. Because your 32 inch waist jeans, tag size, is probably a 33 and a half, 34.
Right.
So, some people have to learn the hard way. I don't want them to learn the hard way, but, we can be somewhat accommodating. When it comes to returns and stuff on Tati and Yoko, we charge for, we don't charge for returns, but what we do is you have to pay for shipping.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's not shipping and handling. We're not charging you for, like, the work that we have to do when we take in the returns and stuff like that. Yeah. It's definitely a work, but we're not charging you for that. We're actually charging you for, or subsidizing the return
label cost.
Right.
Like, and we provide the return label because look, we ship a lot of packages, so we get a better rate with the shipping companies.
You individuals.
What was happening before was we would allow people to, send the jeans back to us so you would send your jeans back to us. We'd give you a store credit. You could buy whatever you want, right? whether you buy the next size up or, a different product or just keep the store credit, whatever. But what was happening was, like, we were getting these packages back, and I would see somebody spent $30, somebody spent $45 to ship a package back to us, because, they ship it with USPS or FedEx, and they would get all the insurance and all. Look, we got super subsidized rates. What we do is we just charge you less, actually, than what we pay for that shipping label, and then you can take that to take advantage of that, send it back to us for cheaper than what it would cost you to just send it back normally. But
it takes the mystery out. Like, you don't know how much it's going to be until you bring it to the post office or whatever, and that's not fun. So. Yeah.
So, some people think it's like we're charging you. Like, it's not, it's going in, the shipping company's pocket. It's not going in our pocket.
Right.
So just be aware of that. I know there is a little bit of confusion when it comes to that kind of thing.
And the reason that we still do this, we are aware that there are companies who offer you free returns, free exchanges, whatnot. But the reason that we cannot do that completely free is because, we're an independent company. We just don't have the volume and luxury to offer that. It's not because we want to make return harder. It's just...
There's also the idea that, like, we're not building in those shipping costs into the price of the product, right? I mean, a lot of people think shipping is free. It's like, it's not really free. You're either paying for a subscription or you're paying more for a product, right? They just hide it in there. They know that psychologically you want free shipping. So let's just bury the price in there somewhere. Okay, fine. Or they're a cajillion-dollar company and they operate on razor-sharp margins. We're not a cajillion-dollar company and we operate on pretty slim margins, right? We're if you look at our pricing compared to, everything else out there, we're providing you, pretty, I think, incredible value. I don't think there's any question about that. So, yeah, you pay a few bucks for shipping, and if you need to, you pay a few bucks to return the item. But what you're not doing is paying for it in advance. Say you bought the jeans the proper size, right? Why should you subsidize the shipping costs of everybody else in that respect, right? So I hope you understand that. We don't.
Well, for now, this is the best we can do,
and that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. I hope you understand. Okay. To be fair, my 32s fit like a 32. Devin Hurt. I don't know what that means. Can you get wanted or unwanted shrinkage by drying jeans on a radiator? I don't like a heater. Yeah. Oh. I don't think so.
I don't know. I've never done that.
Yeah, I've never done that either. But I don't think it'll unwanted shrinkage.
But because it's hot.
Would it shrink more or less? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it'll be so negligible you wouldn't even notice. It's not like taking a wool sweater and putting it in a hot dryer and a hot wash. It's not going to shrink up to baby size.
Yeah.
Fafa MTL. Will you guys restock the knife sheath? Probably at some point.
Probably. Yeah. Maybe when we have the next batch of knives.
Okay. Yeah. Coffee on Instagram. Question. The difference between the Summer Sky and the Sky High is just the hemp, right? How would you describe the difference in feel? The hemp. So the Sky High has the hemp and it's rinse washed. So in terms of hand feel, it'll feel like a one-wash jean. It won't feel particularly rigid. And it'll be, just a little bit, drapier right off the bat. The Summer Sky is going to be a crisp denim with a light blue color. Also, the Sky High has a little bit, because it's got the hemp in there, it's got a little bit of that gritty kind of, linen-y texture to it, where you won't get that with the Summer Sky. This
is 100% cotton.
That's right. So, that said, the Sky High is coming out next Friday. We just released the Crimson Sky today. So if you missed out on that from Fall Winter 21, that was a 12.5 ounce stretch selvage denim. That's made with the Nightshade stretch selvage base. So same warp, same weft, but instead of the white weft, red weft, and then it's got the indigo over dye on top. That prevents that red weft kind of showing through the twill lines of the fabric. So it's got this real super dark look on the outside. You flip the cuff, you see the red, and it's kind of got a little bit of a red, hue to it, on the warp side, but not like a, sometimes with a typical colored weft, you really see that weft coming through the twill lines.
Like the grains, but you really don't see any grains.
You don't see it on that one at all. So those were super sold out since the fall. We brought them back, small production. I don't know how much we have left, but anyways, I think a lot of people were waiting on that one. So that came out today. We've got the Sky High, the hemp blend, coming out next Friday. Yeah. So that's been a long-awaited style.
On the 10th.
On the 10th, yeah. So June 10th. I don't have that sample here, but we will have a video coming out next week going over all the details and all that good stuff. So stick around. Well, you guys, if you're a subscriber, which you should be, by the way, and if you haven't liked or subscribed to our channel, now is the perfect time to do it. So press that button right now and be a proud subscriber of the Naked and Famous Denim YouTube channel today. Now, what was I saying? So that's the Sky High.
Yeah. And then next week, the following week,
we've got the Ultralight Tech Denim. I have them behind me. I showed them off last week. We'll show them off again. So we've got a couple more releases. And then after the Tech Denim, that wraps up Spring Summer 22 releases, right?
Finally.
Yeah. It's been a long season, a lot of releases, a lot of popular releases this season. Then we're gonna get into CanAmerica Day sale. So that'll happen starting on June the 29th. So June 29th, we will start our CanAmerica Day sale. Canada Day, 4th of July. Canada Day is July 1st. So anyways, we usually do our 24-hour specials on Wednesday, but we'll start the party early. And we'll carry that sale up until Wednesday, July the 6th. So it'll be a full week of deals. You definitely want to be there on the first, bless you. You definitely want to be there on the first day.
Yeah. I mean, you get the most options.
You get the most
there.
options.
Yeah. We're not going to put in more items as the sale goes or anything.
So we'll see some new items added to the sales section. Each tier of the sales section will get marked down just a little bit further. So the 20% off stuff becomes 30% off, the 40% off becomes 50, and the 60% off stuff becomes 70. We'll have some other deals, like $119, $118 jeans, that kind of stuff. A bunch of stuff will go on sale, probably 20% off. So it's a great sale. This is, the CanAmerica Day sale, Canadian Thanksgiving in October. We've got Black Friday in November, and then Boxing Day in December. Those are our big sales of the year. The mini sales of the year are Easter and Labor Day. Yeah, Labor Day. I don't know about Labor Day because I never take a day off, so I don't feel like I ever get to celebrate Labor Day.
Is there Labor Day in Canada?
Yeah, Labor Day weekend. They say you can't wear white after Labor Day.
Yeah.
But what do you, until when? Every day is after Labor Day.
But until like the 4th of July or something, no?
I don't know. I hate that rule. I always thought it was the dumbest rule.
Yeah, and nobody
don't wear white after Labor Day. What are you talking about? Every day is after Labor Day. What do you think? Is that a stupid rule? Stupid rule. Okay, and then after the sale, we're into July. We will start flipping over the website. Yeah. So the fall winter 22 stuff, you'll start to see that kind of trickling through on the website there. We'll release the fall winter 22 preview video sometime around mid-July. And then we'll start having fall winter 22 releases starting in August. Yeah. So, man, like the whole year is going like boom, turbo speed. And the next, like really for us, because menswear and denim is really like, we sell a lot of jeans in the spring, summer, but the fall is really where like denim business picks up for us, right? It's cooler time of the year. It just feels like, anyways, I like fall for men's fashion. I'm sure ladies like it too, but like for men's fashion, I find the fall is the most.
Fall is the like highest like fashion. I think people consider that in general
because you get to wear more stuff, right? You're wearing, in the summer.
But you're also not like too cold, like in the winter time to like, sacrifice the style or anything.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. I like wearing less stuff, so the summer is easier because I don't have to worry about, does this jacket match my, shirt, or am I going to take off this jacket at some point during the day, or I don't have to wear socks in the summer, all kinds of things. Right. Great summer.
Summers, I like the fall. I really do.
I think fall is just, for me, it's just like a little sad time.
Because the summer's gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I get that feeling, but I do like, I find that, you can be a little, you can wear more stuff. You can coordinate a little bit better.
It is a little bit exciting after like just, weeks of misery in the...
On the summer heat here?
Yeah. But
yeah, it is a bit of a relief. And Japan fall lasts quite a long time, I find.
And Japan fall is good.
Yeah.
Japan fall is usually very sunny. It's like, Japan's spring goes...
I think it goes pretty fast.
Yeah, very fast. It's hit or miss. I feel like this year was a miss. We didn't really have a nice spring.
It's pretty cold. Yeah.
And rainy.
Yeah.
So, the fall is a good time.
Fall's a good time. All right. Zatolio overdose? I have Zatoli overdose.
I don't think you need to spend that much time trying to figure it out. You're never going to get it.
The white rule applies until St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day?
When you have to wear green. All right, so you can't wear white after Labor Day up until St. Patrick's Day, and then you must wear green for the rest of the year. I don't know. Not wearing white after Labor Day is a stupid rule. When I was living in Arizona, the temperatures were still in the high 90s and 100s after Labor Day. I wore white. That's right.
True.
Yeah, like these rules. If you live in Florida, it's going to be hot. If you live in California, Southern California.
I feel like this is just like a rule that like New Yorker made up.
New York. Speaking of New York. Actually, I thought of a funny movie. I can't hold it. I'm gonna go into movie suggestions.
Ugh.
Okay, fine.
You're ruining
I ruin
the
everything.
schedule. Okay.
I ruin everything.
Hold on tight.
Okay. Hey, chat. Amiv writes, when does the new Naked and Famous men's fit drop? So the true guy, probably the fall.
He also says jeans.
Oh, jeans. Well, the fall winter jeans will start releasing in around August. Chris Knoll, summer is tough because everything sticks to you. Yeah, that's true.
Every season has its own challenges.
BD, whenever I wear the flower print easy short sleeve, I always get a compliment from someone. What shirt are you most excited about right now? That one. This shirt right here is the one I'm excited for the most right now.
Is it a shirt or is it a jacket at this point, like at this weight?
I've shown this off a bunch of times, and if you haven't tuned in, probably earlier in the year, this is the shirt I am the most excited for. This is the work shirt that's coming in for fall winter 2022. It's based off of a vintage Coca-Cola uniform fabric. So you've got this great weave. You got this pinstripe throughout. Pink and green. It just looks super old school. We didn't develop this, right? We were at one of our fabric suppliers' offices, and we were going through some of the stuff that they had done, and I'm like, what is this? This is beautiful. And the guy was like, oh yeah, this is really cool. This is a reproduction of an old Coca-Cola uniform. Like, if you guys know me, you know I love my sodas. You know, I don't consume as much as I used to. I gotta, you know, take care of myself. But
Yeah.
I like, Americana. I like pop stuff, and I love soda. So this was really just right up my alley. So, we actually redid the work shirt fit a little bit.
Go
It's got
down
this
a little. Yeah.
cross back pattern on the back now.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit fancier, I find. It's a great jacket. It's a great shirt. It's just a little bit heavier than a typical shirt, but you can wear it, on top of a t-shirt with a hoodie.
I think it's 11 ounce. 10
Yeah.
ounce, something like that.
We also have the matching trousers in the work pants that go with this as well. So this is the one I'm absolutely the most excited for. I'm going to be stealing this sample. I should probably just start wearing it now. I'm going to get Reset to embroider my name or something over here. Make it look real uniformy. So this is the one I'm looking forward to the most. If you're not into like the pink kind of salmon color, we also have it in the gray and the red. So it does come in 2 color options for you. Both very uniform looking. I'm very, very excited for these ones. Now, I know what you're talking about when it comes to like the flower shirts and stuff. Like, whenever we do those pattern shirts, like people get a lot of compliments from those.
Because I find like the dark base. I mean the white base too, but I think dark base with like beautiful multicolor flower pattern makes men look very handsome. I'm gonna say that.
All right. There you go.
I think you look even handsomer than you usually look when you wear those kind of shirts.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Men's, like it's feminine.
Yeah.
In an idea, but it makes
right.
Yeah.
They're very good statement pieces. Yeah. I do like wearing loud shirts, like and like aloha shirts, but those floral shirts are very nice.
The floral shirts also usually we use like a more
like lighter materials.
and like it has a little bit of sheen to it, so it makes you look like you're properly dressed.
Yeah, right.
Rather than like aloha shirts sometimes, it's just casual.
Yeah, they're very casual.
Yeah.
But it also goes back to like whenever we kind of do weird jeans, like we did like puzzle block kind of jacquard denims, or I forget what that one was with the it was kind of like diagonal.
Yeah, crossways.
Yeah, crossways denim I think we called it. Those fabrics also get a ton of compliments.
Yeah.
Right. Brandon they're never our best sellers.
Never.
They're never our best sellers, but like when Brandon wears them all the time, right? And we'll be in an airport and somebody will just be like, "What are those jeans? Like, where did you get those jeans? Those are so nice." And like, it's just random people complimenting you all the time. Your dad has the puzzle weave, and like he looks great in them, right? And like Reese's dad is, he's a dad, you know what I mean? And he's like a proper dressing like kind of guy, and like he wears them, and he looks great. He looks normal. It's not like he's wearing weird pants,
Yeah, it's different enough, but it's not like in your face.
Yeah.
It's a subtle, but you're like wearing something that other people don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a, classical dressing is one thing, right? And you look proper and you look good, but when you step just a little bit outside the box, that's really when you get people to notice, and you get a lot of compliments for that. So if if you're going out, going to the bar, trying to make a friend, consider maybe a going out shirt like that. I think that you'll be.
That is a good going out shirt. Yeah.
You'll be successful in that way. Billy Weeks writes, Mountain Dew is my soda of choice. You all should do a soda collab. Speaking of collabs, what's the next collab you guys are doing? I would like to do a soda collab. I think that would be kind of fun. I really like to do breakfast cereal, right? Do a whole like Saturday morning breakfast cereal cartoon kind of series. The next collab we have coming up is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So we've talked about this a couple of times. So that's going to start coming in for around holiday. That's our aim right now. It'll be a multiple week kind of release. Like, we're not going to release everything all at once just because all the fabric isn't going to be on hand at the same time. So we'll have a little bit more information on that soon. Once we actually have the physical samples ready, then we can do like a full-on like announcement. Like we've only announced it to you guys. You know, if the live stream audience is really the only people who know about this. And you guys are always the first ones to know about everything because I can't keep a secret for the life of me.
And also here, it's between, you know, us. If we put it on the Instagram or something, it has to be like, you know, it has to go through the proper channels and people can point to it. And it's like, oh, you didn't do what you were supposed to do here.
Yeah, so. there are some guidelines we need to follow with the JoJo's people. Pedro Cortez, I'm a Pepsi guy Pedro Cortez, I'm a Pepsi guy, but that Coke shirt is damn smooth. You know something I learned about Pepsi? It's a different formula everywhere you go.
I thought the Coke was too.
No, Coke is Coke.
But people talk about Mexican Coke.
Yeah, people talk about Mexican Coke because they use cane sugar. Yeah. But, like, it really actually, to me, it tastes the same. I find that the difference between Coca-Cola, Mexican Coke, and regular is the glass bottle. You can taste, there is a slight taste difference if you're really keen.
Right,
from glass bottle to, like, plastic bottle or can. But I don't think that there's much of a taste difference, you know, other than that. Because I've had regular Coke in a glass bottle. I should do a taste test. But the actual taste formulation for Pepsi is different from region to region. Yeah.
Like, I mean, we clearly know that Japanese
Pepsi is totally different.
Yeah. It's also like marketed differently now.
Yeah, they call it like Japan Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it will be, if you're a Pepsi person and you come to Japan and you get yourself a Pepsi, I remember doing it and taking a drink. I usually buy Coke, but I was like, whoa, like, what is this? Like, this isn't Pepsi, right? Yeah, very, I didn't know that they did that. Apparently there's also Middle Eastern Pepsi that people like. I've seen, I think some veterans, like, they might have, like, gotten used to the taste of, Middle Eastern Pepsi.
Yeah.
And so, like, some American grocery stores might have it. Like, you know, yeah. If you're, let me know if that's true or not, but that's what I've heard. Invis Ian, every time I visit Japan, I go straight to Pepsi Max, and I'm a Coke guy. Interesting.
Oh, so maybe they taste similar to Coke?
Or maybe it's just a good flavored cola.
I haven't had, you know, Coke in a while, but even, like, and I don't drink a lot of cola. I don't really like it. But I think even I can tell the difference between Pepsi and cola, at least back in the days, like not maybe now. But those are very different tasting drinks.
Oh, yeah, I could totally taste the difference.
And I definitely prefer Coke.
Yeah. Riley O'Brien. Beza and Risa, I just want to say hello. I love you guys. It's my birthday. Everybody, let's say happy birthday to Riley O'Brien. Happy birthday. I just wanted to say I love you guys. My birthday. I just want to share it with the community here because I love you guys, Naked and Famous Denim for life. Well, we love you too, Riley O'Brien. Thanks for spending your birthday with us. Hope you have a good one.
Go and celebrate.
Yeah, go and celebrate.
Yeah.
Or hang out with us, whatever. We love to have you.
It's also a celebration.
It's a celebration, everybody. Pedro Cortez, I love my Morty Geez selvage. The stretch in these jeans is definitely helping my skateboarding. I plan on getting a spare one. The stretch these give is so much better than my other jeans. Yeah, the Morty, like, the stretch in that is really nice.
It's two-way stretch.
Yeah, two-way stretch. Yeah. Two-way stretch.
Both ways.
Selvage.
Stretches vertically is a lot rarer.
Yeah.
I mean, all the denim stretches horizontally.
Yeah. Yeah. So horizontal stretch is the norm. Vertical stretch is the rarer bit. Sometimes, you'll hear it interchangeably, two-way stretch or four-way stretch.
Those are odd for directions.
Yeah, right. So it's some people call it two-way, some people call it four-way, but what you really want to know is whether the fabric stretches left and right and up and down. A lot of people don't even know that stretch denim is really only on the horizontal. If you own a pair of stretch jeans, stretch them horizontally and you'll see that it'll move, but when you stretch it vertically, it doesn't really move. So
Yeah, so
try
like
it yourself.
when you're wearing it, horizontal stretch makes all the difference. But when you bend your knees, or when you're like moving around, I think it really makes you comfortable if you have stretch on the vertical side too.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Do you think it's weird to buy the same fabric in more than one fit? I love my cashmere so much. I think I want them in the Easy Guy too.
No.
Definitely not weird at all.
Because fit really makes your outfit look different. Like fabric too, obviously, but like fit is what makes the outfit, a certain way. If you're wearing skinnier jeans, you're gonna look, a little bit more smart. You're wearing looser, maybe you look a little bit more
Casual. Yeah.
or you can use that in different occasions.
Or also like not just occasions, but like uses. Like if you're sitting on an airplane, you want to wear your comfortable looser jeans. That's for sure. All right, we have a friend in the chat today. I'm just hiding them.
It's always the same person.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's
it's I mean it's a spam account, but anyways. Nice try. We appreciate it. Yeah, Venomous Teddy. Wow, relentless. They're trying. They're definitely trying. Let's pay them no attention, everybody. Let's pay them no attention. Okay, in the Instagram, we're gonna be shutting it off. If you're watching live on Instagram right now, head over to the YouTube channel. We're gonna continue the live stream out there. Our live streams typically happen on YouTube only. So I'm just, letting some of our Instagram audience know, head over to the YouTube. Head over to the YouTube, subscribe, be a member, and we will see you guys there. Thanks for watching us on Instagram. Bye, everybody. Okay. It's just us, guys. It's just us here on YouTube now. So if you're tuning in, coming over from Instagram, welcome. Now you've got a proper widescreen and better resolution than before.
And better angle. I really hate that
that up my nose angle. Okay. Corza Dragos. I have a pair of the Puma times the Weekend in Arctic White, and I cannot wear them with my jeans. They get stained so fast. Any help? Okay, so you've got sneakers and you're worried about them getting stained from indigo denim. So one thing you can do, whether it's raw denim or a regular pair of jeans, they're going to transfer indigo. That's just what happens. Indigo is a dye that doesn't really hold on very tight. It comes off. So it'll rub off on your shoes. It'll rub off on anything. So one thing that you can do with your shoes is to pre-treat them, right? There's those pre-treater sprays. I'm sure pre-treater sprays that you can get. And, Foot Locker's got them, but I'm sure there are like brands all around like Sneaker Care that have it. So pre-treat your sneakers with that stuff. And that way, when stains do occur, they come off really easily. Just the same way that indigo comes off of your clothing easily, whatever it goes onto, it comes off pretty easily as well. It tends not to stain really hard. It does come out, depending on what the material is. If it's suede, it kind of gets in there. But if it's like that leather that they use for most sneakers, you'll be able to get it off pretty easily.
Maybe try a lighter colored jeans, like natural colored jeans are good.
Right. They
good option.
Good option as well. Melamine sponges for your shoes. So Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, or you can get them on just the generic term is melamine sponge. So Mr. Clean Magic Eraser works, but you can also just get melamine sponges. Melamine sponges are very soft abrasives. So it's like a really, really soft sandpaper, and just carefully remove it. In my experience, I've never really destroyed shoes using that. But I'm pretty careful when I'm using those as well. Ray Tattooed Boy here says, treat them with Creep, CREP product. I know Ray's a sneakerhead, so there's some advice for you as well. Okay, clean your shoes with Oxalite and Tide in 8 ounce hot water.
OxyClean, yeah.
OxyClean. What did I say?
Oxalite.
Oxalite? Sorry. I'm just seeing. I can't see and I can't read. In 8-ounce hot water, dip a cloth in, wring it out, wipe the shoe, comes off like magic. So OxiClean and Tide, mix in with 8 ounces of hot water, dip your cloth in, use that cloth to clean your shoes. Okay, so there you have it. There's some good tips. Johnny Crumholm, what is the weight of the Montreal exclusive jean? I think it'll be like 12 and a half. 12 and a half. You know what I thought was also weird? Total, side turn here. I got an article promoted to me the other day, just, in my news feed, and it was about summer weight denim. And it was coming from, one of these establishment fashion magazines, Okay. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be good. And I see the pictures of like all dark indigo jeans, and it's like, oh, here are the raw denim jeans you should have for the summer. I'm going through it. And it's like 14 and a half ounce. Oh, and these ones are only 13 and a half ounce. I'm like, the person who wrote this knows nothing about raw denim or denim. And it was clearly like, they mentioned a couple of brands. They didn't mention anything remotely lightweight, right? Everything was like standard, standard weight denim, dark indigo, everything. Mm-hmm. And like, it definitely felt like, because one of the suggestions came from a big chain store. Mm. I felt like this this article was just an ad, like they're like, we need to sell jeans in the summer. What do we do? Oh, let me just write up some, BS. I was just like, wow, like this was such terrible writing. Sometimes I do feel like I've done it before where I've seen really bad articles come out from these kinds of magazines, and then I'll like message the writer and like, hey, if you need help, if you need advice, if you want to write about denim, you can ask me. I have no problem giving you that information. And nobody's ever written back to me. Like, so like I do, like I'm not trying to get famous off of this or anything. I just want good information to go out there, right? And I mean, I don't think they care whether or not good information goes out there. They write the article, they get the clicks, they're out, right? Mm-hmm. That was an ad. That was definitely an ad for a company. They got paid, so who gives a crap what they wrote, right? It doesn't matter. But yeah, it triggered me. I'm like, what are you, like, this is not you can wear these in the summer, but that's not the summer weight. Like, that's not what I would be like, that's not what I would classify as a summer jean. Yeah. Right?
I mean, if you're specifically looking for that topic and wanted information on that, you would maybe go try it on in the store and you would be disappointed because it would just be the same as your regular jeans.
Or you're going to end up buying them online and, but anyways, look, can you wear those for the summer? Sure, but I wouldn't classify those as summer jeans, right? If you're a raw denim person, sure, 12 and a half ounce, 14 ounce, no problem. You can wear it all year. Bless you. But for those people who read those kinds of magazines, I would imagine that they're not denim heads and that they look to these magazines for advice on what to wear and how to dress, and that was some terrible, terrible advice. I don't want to throw anybody under the bridge, so I'm not naming any names, but
there's bad information out there.
A lot of bad information out there. Garrett's summer jeans, 32 ounce. That's right. You know what? But Garrett's a monster. Garrett's wearing like unbranded 21 ounces these days, and Terry, our warehouse guy, he's got some 21 ounce shorts. He took 21 ounce and turned them into some jorts. I thought that was pretty cool. Do you have any of the shell cordovan pieces there to show? BD, we do not.
We do not.
Yeah, we just released a new shell cordovan card holder and little key fob on Tatenyoko. It's coming to New York. It just hasn't arrived yet, but they're available on Tatenyoko. Click on latest arrivals or go into like small leather goods and you'll see
There's
it there.
only a very small amount, so just
check it out if you want it. They do last forever.
The cordovan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Brandon's had his forever, and like I have like a designer fancy card holder which I use, and it was I got that as a present, but it certainly costs way more than our shell cordovan leather card holders, and our shell cordovan card holder is 1,000 times better. At some point, I want to change it. It's just I've had that forever, and I'm just I sometimes I just never change things. But anyways, White Lightning, aka Aqua. I got the card case. It's great.
Good job.
Good.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. It like even Garrett's one. I think I don't know if he took some photos the other day of it compared to new.
Yeah,
I don't know if he put it on Instagram or not yet, but I saw some photos
on.
in our system. He's had that forever, and he's beat the crap out of it, and it still goes strong. It's a very, very high quality card case. Whether you get the shell cordovan or the natural tan or whatever, you will certainly enjoy them. Thomas Del Gato, do you have any plans for more micro floral print shirts? In the fall collection, I don't think there are, but there certainly will be. I mean, we always make floral prints. We're no strangers to that. Okay. Will you bring Robert Griffin? Will you ever bring back the snow pants denim?
Ski pants.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What was it?
Oh yeah, this was before Risa's time.
Yeah.
So we had a fit called Slim Guy, and that was like they weren't when they came out they weren't really that slim, but you know men's jeans weren't that skinny yet. So anyways, it was like a regular straight leg.
Yeah.
Called
No the fit.
Yeah, we called it some, but we had this weather resistant bonded denim. So it had like this brushed interior that like retained heat, and the outside it like repelled water. And we had it in the Slim Guy fit, but we also had it like with, zippers at the bottom and like Velcro so that you could like put your ski boots on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were really designed for that. And we did that for one season. I remember Neiman Marcus. Back in the day, we used to sell to Neiman Marcus, and they loved those things. I don't know. They were like the only ones that like were really.
Wait, so like it looked like denim outside?
Yeah, it looked like a pair of jeans. And next time we're in Montreal, I'll find them. I'll show you guys. But I mean, they were snow pants. Like they were very specific in that respect because they had this zip and this flap on the side. I think maybe as like regular day-to-day jeans, it might have looked a little weird. But like if you were gonna use them like for skiing or snowboarding or something like that, it would certainly work. Speaking of the card holder, BD writes, Garrett did a post on it, says it was 5 years of wear, looks awesome. Right, there you have it. That's his card holder. Okay, what's the special hoodie I've heard being mentioned around here every once in a while? Loop wheel stuff? You'll have to wait. Follow Wonder Looper on Instagram. Robert Griffin. We sold them at Barney's when I worked there several years ago. I thought they were awesome. Oh, there you have it. Yeah. Barney's. The Barney's had them. Yeah. But yeah, Neiman Marcus, I remember them going crazy for them. Like, the buyer was emailing me, oh, can I get more? And, yeah. Robert, yeah, from the old, the Barney's days, which location were you at? Let us know. Billy Weeks, I'm a sucker for colored wefts. Is there any new color wefts coming soon? Because I need them.
We got Catechu coming.
Yeah, the Catechu Denim. I have it. Let's check it out. So this is the next colored weft denim coming for the fall winter season. Now, the JoJo's collection.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
there's some stuff there too, but we'll talk about that when I've got fabric samples to show you guys. So this is the Catechu Denim Banakwe. So this is actually the denim. So they made us the production, but they forgot the weft.
Yeah.
They made an oopsie, and so
this is the weft.
Yeah, this is the proper weft color.
This is made with white weft, and
this is the colored weft. So this is what an equivalent denim looks like with the proper weft. And, the same warp, but different weft. So you can see here just how differently it looks. This is the next colored fabric.
Yeah, so Catechu is like a natural dye.
Yeah, it's like made from like a tree bark.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very beautiful, warm toned denim. A little bit gritty, but you can see that warm tone coming through. If you liked things like the brown fox, very, very in a similar realm in terms of colors. Different cotton, of course, because the brown fox is a natural brown color. This is a natural, organic, dyed denim using Catechu, so a tree bark. So that's going to be the weft color. That's going to be the warp color. That is the wrong sample, but it has the correct color patch.
Yeah.
And the right stitching. So,
yeah. It's very folly.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah. These warm tone denims are, well, I mean, I think they're really fantastic for the fall. Great cuff flippers. I know there's a lot of people out there in the boot community that are going to love this one. The boot guys love colored wefts, I find. I see so many posts with just beautiful colored wefts. But of course, because there's so many like nice brown and reddish toned boots out there, that these are going to match perfectly. I think this is going to be, if you're in the boot community, I think this is the one to wait for. This is the one to get. Carla Montoya, bless you. Did you sneeze again? Maybe somebody else sneezed.
Oh, Catechu, I think, maybe.
Oh, Catechu.
It sounds like
all right,
a sneeze.
some dad jokes in here. Robert Griffin, Woodbury Commons in Woodbury, New York. I don't miss the retail days, but I do miss the sweet discount on all my Naked and Famous Denim jeans. LOL. You know what? I loved my time working retail. I worked at in a place in Canada called Holt Renfrew, which is basically the Barney's of Canada. I worked there for very many years.
Glory days.
Yeah, it was. I just enjoyed being on the floor. I like selling jeans. I still sell jeans, but I like being hands-on, being in the shop, folding jeans. It's a good. Anyways, whenever I get a chance to be in the shop, I try to be. Prunesh asks, any plans for a new brick and mortar store in the USA? There are. I mean, we haven't broken ground or anything like that, but we are starting to look for space. It's probably going to be Los Angeles. So, yeah.
That's a good idea.
I think that's going to be the next one.
Visit.
Yeah, we'll have to visit LA. I think once we get New York, Los Angeles, we got the two coasts, and then we can start working our way in a little bit more. Your retail guys in New York City are great. Thank you, M. Moore. I think so. I think we've got a really, really super strong team out there.
We're very lucky in that way.
Yeah.
They're top notch.
Yeah.
We need to find those people in Los Angeles next.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to building that out and, expanding on our way of, servicing people for jeans, right? What a lot of people expect when they go into, when they're buying jeans is, there's the change room, right? There's the change room.
You need another size?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
But, yeah.
But we're full service. We help you. We've got a menu. You pick out your fabric. We're going to get you your size. We're going to help you size right. We're there with you, for the entire time. When you come out of the change room, we're there to flip your cuff, make sure that jean fits properly, evaluate if that's the right size for you, do the hemming for you on the spot. It's a full service. It's like buying a suit, right? From a proper suit place, not there's the change room. I hate there's the change room. Where are the change rooms? Oh, over there, right? Here's a little thing with like...
Sometimes that's all you need, though.
I guess, but...
Sometimes I don't want anybody evaluating me.
Yeah.
With that.
But,
not with jeans.
Yeah.
Jeans is different.
Yeah.
But when you're just shopping, I don't want anybody telling me what to do.
That's true.
Yeah.
But,
But I think that...
When it comes to raw denim or even buying a suit, there are certain things that, you need the help of an expert from.
Right, 100%. Right? And, I think the good salespeople...
They know when to back off if someone, right?
They don't want your help, then they know that...
Right. But I want it to not be a self-serve, type of business.
Right.
I'm going to go into the change room with a stack of jeans, and then I don't come out of the fitting room, There's like, you go into like the chain stores and you just take this big pile of clothing in the change room and it's like, I took 4 sizes in there and like, the key to getting the right fit is really with the salesperson, getting you in the right fit the first time, right? When you go into that change room and you've got 3 or 4 pairs of jeans and you're just trying them on, you end up confused, you got all the wrong sizes, you will be way more comfortable. And this comes from my experience with selling jeans as well. Hey, I need a pair of jeans, what should I do? I size them up, I look at them and say, here, these ones. And like, as a salesperson, when you can get that person in the change room with 1 pair of jeans and then walking out of that change room and looking in that mirror and being like, wow, these fit perfectly, that's the key, right? It also shows to your customer like, hey, I know what I'm doing, right? And so that constant try on, the more pairs of jeans you try on, the more frustrating it becomes. So we want to get rid of that from you, because you're going to end up, hey, I don't want to wear these jeans. Oh, this is too difficult for me. Raw denim is too confusing. Let's get rid of all the confusion. Let's make it easy for you to shop. We're going to answer all your questions for you. And yeah, I also like, man, it's also when you can do that, here, just try these on, right? These are going to fit you. And they come out and they're like, holy shit, like these fit perfectly. Like, I feel so good. Like, I feel like, I got it. You don't have to worry about it. You've probably been shopping for jeans all day. When I worked in ladies' wear with jeans, man, women hated it. They hated it. Like, and then all of a sudden, here's 1 pair to try, home run, and they're like, oh my God, like, I've been shopping for jeans for weeks. I've tried on hundreds of pairs, and like, you just nailed it in 1 shot. Like, how'd you do that? Like, I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. But yeah, I enjoy the floor, the sales floor. Pedro Cortez, did you ever get tipped while working Bayzat? I used to work a fish counter at a supermarket, and sometimes I would get tipped. I would reject it unless they insisted I take it. No, I never got tipped before. Sometimes maybe a customer would come back with like a drink or something. Hey, I bought you we had like an Italian little cafe like right across from where I work. So sometimes, let me get you a thing, and they just bring it back. Hey, I got you a coffee, But yeah, no. One time when I worked in an electronics store, somebody tried to give me $5 because I'm like, no. He was really insistent. He was like, oh, you answered all my questions. I'm not buying anything today. I'm like, no, it's okay. Yeah. I don't need that. So funny. I was a paper boy when I was a kid, and part of my job, I would have to deliver the papers, but I would also have to go and collect the money. I was in like grade 6, grade 7. I started in grade 6, and like the amount of people who didn't tip me on that paper route was a lot. Like there were certain people that we fully expected, like, and they always tipped us, and there was a lot of people who just didn't, and not that we expected the tips or anything like that. Me and my brother were always like, wow, like the guy gave us $1, like, and we were so happy.
They tip you when they're paying for the
Yeah,
papers?
so they would have to pay by the month. So like at the end of the month, I would I'd have like this receipt book, and I'd have to like, I'd call all the customers, hey, can I drop by to collect?
How much were the papers?
It was like, for a month, if you have Sunday papers, if it was a 4-week month, it was like,
oh, it's per issue.
Yeah, it was like $6 or something like that. And if it was a 5-week month, it was like $7.50. So it was like $1.50 an issue or something like that.
And then it comes with like basically delivery.
Yeah, yeah.
It's.
I mean, from me and my brother, we delivered a lot of papers.
Yeah, which I always found funny because like I before I moved to the States, like I would watch like sitcoms or like shows about kids, and they're all like delivering papers or doing work. Like I used to live in neighborhood where there was like basically right outside of our building there was like a paper stand.
Yeah.
Like
newspaper
like,
box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Like a store where they print like papers and then they deliver.
Oh, okay.
All, like the neighborhoods, but they're all like
Old
grown
people.
adults,
I see.
like old people delivering in a scooter.
Yeah.
So it was just like a weird idea that like these people are like basically hand delivering without, you know, like any motored vehicles.
No, and not only did we had to deliver it to the doorstep, either the doorstep or the mailbox. You know, we had to make sure that, you know, if it was snowy or wet or whatever, like those papers had to be dry.
Obviously.
But yeah, we delivered to 5 condominiums and a townhouse complex. Like,
I guess it makes sense because condominiums you can't scooter around.
Right, but we would have to take the stairs because the building.
You go up the
we would go
hallway.
up to the top.
Yeah,
and then we would work our way down.
Because that's faster than like taking elevator each time.
And then, what me and my brother would do is because we knew the route. Sometimes, you know, because usually there's 2 sets of stairs. There's 1 set of stairs on each side of the building. We would take. We would split up the papers because we knew like which way was faster. So we would go in, you know.
Yeah.
But we had to carry all those papers. And like we had a cart that we pulled with us, and then you know you leave the cart behind bushes because, you know, I'd have like enough. We planned it out really well. Anyways, I'd have all the papers enough for like you know, this townhouse complex, and I would leave my cart of papers over there. I'd go and run and, you know, do that complex. And
it's good that you had a buddy like.
Yeah, we had a good system.
Yeah.
And
but it's just like it's
I don't think there's paper boys anymore. I don't think they do that anymore.
I don't think people like get papers. I mean, other than like buying papers like on the way to work or whatever. Like, do people get papers delivered to their homes?
I don't know. I'm sure some people still do it. But when we would go door to door to people's houses to collect the money, right? And then anyways.
Yeah.
Some people would tip us, some people wouldn't tip us. Like I didn't really see it as like I saw it as a bonus. I don't know. Things have changed a lot, but yeah.
Yeah, tipping culture.
Tipping culture. I still remember the certain doors like where like, you know, if the bill was $6, the guy would always give us like 10, and it was just like he would always give us $10. Like whether it's $6 or $7.50, he'd just give us 10. And like, man, there were so many kind people on that route, and then there were sometimes like old people on that route who just they would literally pay you in dimes, and whether it was $6 or $7.50, they'd always pay you $6, and you always kind of like, I'm just like, whatever, like.
And you do.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll take the hit on that one, old lady. You're
yeah, but that's just the idea of tipping, you know. It's like that's why it's so. Yeah,
it's different, right? It's like you know, it's supposed to be a service thing, but some industries you give really excellent service. You know, you might walk into a Tate and Yoko, get excellent service.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's
I don't
as a consumer, would you feel
obligated,
and is it fair to feel obligated?
Carla Montoya, what's the tipping like in Japan?
There's no tipping.
There's no tipping. It's like Europe. There's no tipping.
Europe, I find, is like optional. Like you don't have to tip, but you can tip.
Yeah, but you would like, if you left the change, it would be acceptable.
Yeah. Here, it's not. They're gonna come. Hey, you forgot your change.
Yeah.
They're gonna come after you if you leave the restaurant.
Oh, I've had that happen before.
Yeah.
I was.
It's like, okay, I don't need this, 10 cents, 20 cents change.
Yeah.
But you have to wait for it because,
Yeah. They
don't know what to do with it.
You tipped somebody here, they'd be like, it's kind of like maybe even insulting. Like, I don't know if it's insulting, but like they would be like, why are you leaving me money? Like, this is weird. Yeah. There's no tipping here.
There is those like donation boxes by the register counters sometimes.
Yeah.
In, like more casual stores.
Yeah.
So that's where like, basically a tip jar is like where you put it in.
But if you went to a fancy restaurant and like had, $200 steak.
That is exactly how much you're going to pay.
Yeah. There is no extra tip on that. That is.
Yeah.
And there would be no expectation of it either.
And, it's nice because like they bring you a check, and then you don't even have to look at it because you know the price. Yeah. Like in the States, you have to do math.
Yeah. To be fair, they've built it in. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. 100%,
yeah. So like, so you don't, exactly. You don't have to do math at the dinner table.
Yeah.
And you don't have to figure out whether or not it's.
Like, how am I gonna like look to these people? Yeah. Do I want to come back to this restaurant? Yeah. There's no assessment of that.
Yeah. But some places have a seating fee. So that's something
a lot of places have a seating fee,
So
like probably majority.
yeah, so you sit down, there's a seating fee. Like it might be a couple hundred yen, like three or $5.
It's usually 3 to like fancy places maybe a little bit more, but they give you something in
like
return
a little
that you
appetizer
don't want.
that you really don't want. Yeah, but it is. I do enjoy because sometimes you can go to a restaurant and it's like really good and it's really cheap and you're just like, wow, I just ate for like $8 and
there's a lot of good low-priced eating options in Japan. That's something that North America does not have for some reason.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cheap food in North America, not a lot of good options.
Yeah, here a lot of good options for not a lot of money. It's very the like lunch business is very aggressive, so everyone's just got great deals going around. The more for paper boys, they do an MD. However, it's an adult throwing papers out of the window into the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
Out the window into the driveway.
I've seen those,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could never. When I was a kid, I always saw in the movies like the paper boy on a bicycle. I'm like, there's no way you can do that. Like,
not in Toronto.
But like even like in Mississauga. But like the idea of like riding this bicycle and carrying like 80 pounds. Like, number one, you can't carry that many newspapers.
You have, like, the cart.
Yeah, but you riding a bicycle while pulling a cart and throwing the paper and hitting it on the doorstep?
No, you have a bike with the cart. No? I've seen those.
But these kids are throwing the papers? What? No way. It's too heavy. It's too heavy. No, there's no way.
But, I mean, like, a lot of the times, you know, like, my understanding is that, like, you live in a suburb. Like, you have to go to a lot of distance, but there isn't that many houses. You're not carrying like thousands of
I was
them.
carrying we had like 300 papers on our roof.
Yeah, but because you're servicing condos.
Sure.
You're not going to like 5 miles to go to like
but try doing that. Try carrying 300, papers between two people in minus 25 when the snow is up to your knees and you're 5 foot tall and 80 pounds.
It's different when you're like, a paper boy in the suburbs. And you're I mean, I guess
but I was in the suburbs.
But like you're servicing like the residential like housing.
You still have
areas.
to move those papers to the condominium.
That's why different areas, different kinds of way of doing it. You were correct in your environment, but there are boys who would
no
go
way.
with
You can't do
bicycle.
it. It's impossible. You can't carry that many papers. If you have your paper bag, because we would have 2 bags, right? And you would have like a certain amount of newspapers in each bag. Pulling them out, whipping them while riding a bike, and you're like 80 pounds. It's not gonna happen. It's not true. It's not true in the movies. It's like it's one of those fake things. Mm-hmm. Can't happen. Mythbusters should do that 300 papers on a bike baskets. Yeah, with a kid. I don't think it's going to happen. Paperboy on the Super Nintendo is better than having the job in real life. I think having the job in real life is better than the game. That game is impossible. Have you ever played Paperboy on Nintendo?
Have to aim it?
Yeah. And you have to avoid like dogs and like obstacles and stuff. It's a very hard game.
And you don't get paid for it.
And you don't get paid. Brand Mac, best bagel place? St-Viateur Bagel. Yeah. Real bagel in Montreal is also very good. I mean, any Montreal bagel I think is very good, but St-Viateur is top-notch bagel institution.
Yeah, we are very off topic today.
Yeah, it's okay. Bagels and papers. Kosea Dragos. Here we have some jobs that pay X amount, but you get more cash from tips. It's awesome. Right on. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of jobs like that. I think.
I mean, a lot of like
waitressing and that type of stuff was. That's how that. I don't know how it is now, but I felt like that's if you watch.
That was the point, like
Reservoir Dogs at the very start.
Yeah,
I mean,
like bartending.
Yeah,
like, I'm sure you collect
you get
a
way
lot
more money
cash.
in tips.
Yeah.
All right. Keeping it real bagel from Fat Quack Jr. Paper Girls comic book and upcoming show collab. Paper Girls? Is there a?
Yeah, I also wonder, like, why is, like, especially when you're a kid. I understand back in the days, women didn't work, but like, if you were a kid, you could still work.
Yeah, I guess
I
knew some girls who would deliver. So there was another like kind of. They would deliver the flyer, like there would be a bag of like all the weekly flyers, and I knew a couple girls who did that. So I guess it was not. I guess they would. I don't know if they would. They weren't the newspaper, but
yeah. Just the word where they came from is like, what? They're only boys.
I mean, back in the day, it was the kid on the corner, extra, extra, read all about it, right? Paper boy.
Yeah, those are newsies.
Newsboys.
Newsies, right?
Newsies? Is that what they called them? Not sure.
Isn't it?
But the paper boy was definitely I knew a couple. Everybody I knew who delivered the newspaper was a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only heard of boys talking about it.
And when I was a kid, it was all kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As I grew up, it became all
our
adults.
generation. I think in North America, everybody was a kid. Yeah.
By the way, you should make a live stream denim. A live stream denim.
Yeah. What would that be?
Yeah. It would be off topic. A lot of off topic stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we should do something special for the live stream audience. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
PK, I rode into the back of a pickup as a young paper boy.
Oh, that's a good idea. You just like you have your friend driving and then you just like throw them.
I'm sure.
That sounds fun.
I knew some people whose parents would drive them around so that they could go and. But I'm like, my mom would never do that. It's like. But
again, also with like condos, like you drive up to the condo and she's gonna have to wait for you for.
Yeah, but it was more than condos. I still had to do townhouse complex, so I had to do outside stuff too. But
that just seems like a lot of.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess there was also less of a concern about like children's safety back then, because I mean we were out in the.
100%. That's why people were. Sending your kids out in the dark because you had to deliver like in the dark.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it was still the sun wasn't up yet, and when we were collecting money, I mean, I went into everybody's house. It was just like, oh yeah, come in, take a seat, or just hang out over here. Like, we went into all kinds of people's houses.
Yeah,
and we never had any problems, but I guess it really also wasn't ever on our mind either. Like, it was just not something.
Yeah, exactly. That's not something that we considered. People thought.
Yeah. Okay. Fat Quack Jr., what are garbage pail kids? Are you asking? I mean, I guess you're asking. Garbage pail kids were like they were like these little cards that were really making fun of Cabbage Patch dolls. So Cabbage Patch dolls were these cute little dolls for
They're scary
in the 80s.
I hate those.
And all the girls loved them. Little baby dolls. And the Garbage Pail Kids they looked like that, but they would all be gruesome, disgusting stuff that the boys like, I guess. I had a bunch of those when I was a kid in the Garbage Pail. All the kids like those cards. Stream Denim Salvage ID is Bezad rant word for word stitched in.
Jesus Christ.
What really grinds my gears? Right. L was here. We always had to deliver the paper inside the door. But yeah, that Nintendo game was a lie. Inside the door, inside the screen door, in the mailbox, anywhere where it was dry, basically, was our key. If a customer complained about it being wet, you had to go and bring them another paper.
Like there are like slips on the doors in.
Like in the mailbox.
Oh right, because
some people had door mailboxes in the condos.
Like that.
Yeah.
On a door.
But not everybody had it.
Really?
A lot of, like on the townhouses, most people had it like the outside mailbox, so it would fit in there. But yeah. The Rice W5. The parents spent more on petrol than the kids' wages. Yeah, I guess they just want to make sure the kids didn't get kidnapped. It's probably worth it. All right. Paper yarn salvage is a thing. It is. We've actually done paper blend denim in the past. Risa said, "Jesus Christ, is he in the stream tonight?" LOL. Jesus Christ.
Oh, we sometimes get Jesus
Yeah,
Christ
yeah,
in the
yeah.
stream.
There's a streamer, a streamer, an audience member named titled Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, we talked about a couple of previews, so we'll do a couple more. So we talked about the Catechu Denim. That's coming for fall/winter 2022. We showed off the Coca-Cola repro fabric. I've got a couple more fall/winter work shirts to show off. Wait, let's do these first, and then I'll get to those. So this is also the work pant in the Coca-Cola repro fabric. I remember a couple, maybe like 2 weeks ago, I did a photo wearing the raw cotton slub denim jacket, and I was wearing my like army green straight chino. Yeah, so that was a fit that we did a long time ago, the straight chino. That's been updated to the work pants, so it has the flat pockets on the back. Those ones had the welt pocket on the back and side pockets. These have like square pockets on the front, but a very, very similar. I wouldn't say a similar fit, but this is a little bit wider with a tapered leg.
Yeah.
But it's a very similar look. So if you're looking for that, you can get that in the work pant right now. We have some available on the website in a couple of different fabrics, but in the fall we will have in these two new options with the pink and the gray, vintage repro fabric. And for those who haven't seen this before, this is the Elephant 11 Grandrelle. So 22 ounce, built on the Elephant 5 construction. So the slubby Elephant denim, dark indigo warp, but the weft is actually a mix of black and white twisted Grandrelle yarn. So you take a look on the inside there. It kind of looks like static from your TV. Old school. Did modern TVs have static anymore?
I was just thinking that. Did people get this reference?
We're aging ourselves if we get these references. So it kind of looks like television static. But what's really neat is that this is a denim that is both, indigo by white and indigo by black. Indigo by black, like a midnight kind of denim, and a regular denim. So when you look on the front face of the fabric, the warp, it's kind of speckled, right? You see the white, weft showing through, but you also see the black weft showing through. So it's a mix of both worlds with a slubby denim, heavyweight, 22 ounces, natural veg tanned patch. It's a lot of stuff crammed into this elephant denim.
I really like it because it's very stealthy, and then you flip the cuff and you just got what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
And it looks great.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Like
It's done in such a very nice way, very wearable way, but a lot of details packed into this. It will also come in the denim jacket. So if you want to go full on elephant denim armor, a suit of elephant denim, you can do it. So that's coming for the fall. Super Guy, Weird Guy, Easy Guy. We're not going to introduce any new True Guy fabrics in the fall-winter collection.
Yeah, just the core.
Yeah, just the
fabrics,
core piece.
Yeah.
So we're going to test it out. It was supposed to all happen by now, but that's the way things go. Yeah, so we'll have the True Guy soon enough. I'm going to talk to Brandon on Monday about that, about what the status is there. Fat Quack Jr., I just realized that Risa's shirt is a bagel. I thought it was a weird strawberry this whole time.
It kind of looks like a strawberry, but no, it's a bagel.
It's the logo. It's the symbol of St-Viateur Bagel in Montreal. It is
one of our favorite t-shirts.
Yeah, it's a great t-shirt, great logo, great bagel place. I think it's 24 hours. Yeah.
I feel like that.
It's wood-fired bagels. They're delicious. They're better than New York bagels. A lot of people don't realize the difference between a Montreal bagel and everybody else's bagel. Everybody else's bagel is too thick. It's too dense. The Montreal bagel is crispy, it's chewy, and it's thin.
But I feel like there is Montreal cannot be the only place that does this type of bagels.
They might not be the only place, but it's certainly that's Montreal style.
Right.
Right? It's like New York style sushi. Authentic New York style sushi. Yeah. Hopefully anybody gets that reference. But yeah, the Montreal Bagel, superior bagel. I think you can buy them if you're in North America. I think they ship them around North America. You can buy them online.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. How about this idea for a collab? LL Bean. LL Bean boot with elephant denim shaft. I don't know how to make boots. Not a boot maker.
Well, that's why
That's
go
why we
for
get LL
LL
Bean. I don't know about that one.
I would love to do a collab with LL Bean.
It
used to be my favorite brand.
Yeah, if you're working at LL Bean, give us a shout.
Yeah.
We'll happy to talk to you guys. Yin Yang Denim is a fantastic idea. Bet you it would look cool. I suppose the Grandrelle is kind of like that with the white weft and the black weft, mixed together, yin yang style. But what could be cool is like if we want to go crazy town, do like yin yang, like we could do jacquard denims in different patterns. But yeah, I mean it would be really wild. Like you could have like a yin yang kind of pattern all over the front side of the jean.
It's a little much.
It's a little much, but it would definitely be weird. I don't mind. Sometimes I'm okay doing, we choose like all the way crazy, just cause.
Yeah.
Carla Montoya, Billy Weeks, Yin Yang Twins denim, warp to the window, weft to the wall. Yin Yang Twins, to the windows, to the wall, to the sweat drop down my. Never mind. They're in Atlanta. I believe they're from Atlanta, but Southern hip hop group. I like them, Yin Yang Twins. Yeah, they know how to get the party started. I'll tell you that much. Eric Bennett, New York Sushi. Michael J. Scott, you got it, my friend. Brown Mac, yeah, you would, yeah, but you need to eat a still warm one to realize how great they are. Speaking of the Montreal Bagel, yeah, warm is definitely. I mean, you can go to the bakery, and you can buy them fresh out the fire, like, and the definitely the best way to eat them. But man, it's if you can eat them in any way, it's a good way to eat them.
Just watching them work in those like little spaces is also amazing.
Yeah. It's incredible. Yeah. Look up St-Viateur Bagel when you get a chance on YouTube. I'm sure there's a video of them like working hard and like, dude, they're doing the thing by hand real fast and
very professional.
Yeah, they're very professional.
And it's tiny, like kitchen.
Yeah, and they got this giant wood plank. They put it in. They got the bagels in. They swip them up, and then they just pull them out and they like toss them into the pile of bagels.
Yeah,
it's really cool. Okay. Do the firewall selvage jeans have a shine to them? They have a super nice black-blue color in the pics.
I would say it does have a little bit of a shine. Like it's, compared to like maybe most denim. Sans-Frise denim does have a little bit of shine, but I think maybe you see that a little bit more because you don't, like it's pretty like you don't say grain. It's just like a pretty flat colored. Yeah. So yeah.
Francisco Michael, how do we feel about bagels? Are y'all team cream cheese or team butter and jam?
Cream cheese.
I don't like cream cheese, but you know what I like? Pastrami sandwich in a bagel, or like even peanut butter, or really any.
Peanut butter is good.
Buttered bagel is also incredible.
Yeah.
But
buttered bagel is incredible.
Buttered bagel.
I did not know this until Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons buttered bagel.
That they toast it and butter it for you. That's a little bit much butter, too much butter, but
not the worst.
Yeah.
Okay. Bagels for snack time? Not today. But
that would have been good.
It would have been good. When we're in Montreal, we'll get some. We'll go to St-Viateur and we'll get some nice bagels. That being said, we'll probably be there this summer. So if you're in the Montreal area, we can organize a
meetup,
a hangout.
Maybe
that would be kind of fun. So stay tuned for that. Okay, I want to show off a couple more work shirts that we have for fall winter 2022. We've got flannel options for you. So, obviously it wouldn't be the fall season without flannels. We've got these great colors. And again, just going back to that back detail that we added here. So I think it really adds a lot.
And these metal buttons,
heavy metal
I really
buttons.
like metal buttons.
Yeah. So heavy duty metal buttons on these. We got the 3 different flannel options here. Twisted yarns, soft and brushed. So you can't really go wrong with anything here. I like this army green color the most.
I thought it was just brown.
Yeah, it's
Khaki
kind of like a
brown.
khaki brown army color. Like I tend to gravitate towards these types of colors in the fall quite a lot.
Earth tones
yeah,
only.
Yeah, earth tones. And then you've got the classic green. So 3 great. You've got gray, earth tone, and the green.
The
So
weight of these fabrics are very perfect for like a layer piece.
Beautiful for the fall. I mean, I wouldn't wear this as a winter jacket. You could probably get away with it if you're not outside. Like if your entire winter existence is home, car, office.
You need to wear like a heavyweight hoodie underneath.
Yeah,
or
maybe.
Something.
Yeah, but I if you're not outside a lot, you can certainly get away with this as being a great layering option for the fall. Francisco Michael, I do love the off-topic talk. I'd love a Bezat and Risa life vlog.
It's gonna be
boring.
boring.
It might be. It'll be us like at our desks all day. It's I've always kind of I kind of want to do one, but I'm not much of a video maker.
This
yeah.
for years.
Yeah. I'm just not the video maker.
Yeah, it's I think it's a lot of work, especially when you don't maybe once you get you learn how to make these videos and you know how to get those shots.
Yeah.
Then it might be good, but I would assume in the beginning you would have a lot of wasted shots, a lot of time to film. You don't even know where to start.
Yeah. My problem is that I do watch a certain amount of vlogs and stuff on YouTube, and some of them are a lot better than others, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes, and the reason kind of why I watch some of them is because I want to know how to make them. And sometimes I watch a bad video, and I'm like, I don't think I could do that, right? Because my brain says that sucks, right? That's not interesting content. That's a boring shot, and so I don't have the brain that would allow me to put it out there, right?
Yeah.
But I don't have the talent or the know-how to do it the way that I see that's good. So that's part of my issue with trying to create. In fact, that's most of my issue with trying to create content in general. Mm-hmm. I don't have the skill, and I'm learning very incrementally, little by little. But every time we do a video, I learn a little bit more. But I don't have a mentor, or I never learned how to do any of this stuff, and I certainly don't have a lot of time to dedicate to this. When we put our videos together, it's one day, right? We shoot all the B-roll, we shoot the talking portion, and then I edit it all together and I put it out right away. And
but the stake becomes so much higher all of a sudden when it's an edited video. When there's an editing process, it just
And because we've been doing the product videos for a while, I know what shots we need to take. Mm-hmm. And because I do it all in one day, I just kind of know what needs to be done. If I was doing a life vlog, hey, here's what my week is like, I'm so antsy that oh, I forgot to do that shot, I forgot to do this shot, and then oh, this is all gonna not make sense.
Yeah, and those people who have a good video like that, I would assume they're taking so many shots too, and that's a lot of work.
Yeah, and time. The other thing I don't have is time, because even when we do those product videos, that's we'll start our day in Japan time, our morning, and then because we work a lot at night, that day becomes over a 15-hour day for us.
It's we have to shoot it while there's the sun. Yeah. We don't have a lighting system.
And then so we shoot all day, edit, into the shoot and edit all day, and then I have to do my normal day's work. Those are long days for me. But I would like to, but time also is a thing I don't have a lot of in
Start
general.
with like a short one.
Yeah. Well, I, that's right. I mean, at some point, we just have to do it, and then once you do it, it's done. But, yeah. Fat Quack Jr., you could always learn as you go. Part of the interesting part is watching you learn and seeing in real time you making them better and better, growing with you in a way. Yeah. Keep encouraging me, because it'll just force me. But, you know, I've always kind of wanted to do it, but, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
too terrified of like an idea of putting something out there that just gonna stay there. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, there's a million videos of us talking already,
That's
so
true.
I'm not
That is
too worried
true.
about that. I just don't want to make something crappy. That's really my, you know, I'm a lot of a perfectionist in a way, and
Yeah, that's why I don't like video my stitching also. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
I'm terrified
no,
of.
Risa's
like,
really good at her stitching.
make-
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't like I sometimes I see these like cool videos and then it's like, and those are cuts too. So
Yeah.
it's like I guess I could cut off my bad part,
Yeah.
but then like you have to kind of.
You have to plan all your
Yeah.
shots, and it's a lot of
So
work
much
to make.
work.
You know, especially when I see like these Instagram reels, and I think like that person probably spent an hour to make this or more.
I don't know.
Right.
Some people are very good
But-
at it.
Yeah, but sometimes it involves a lot of work.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, a lot of work. And I'm like, that took all day. That was an all-day thing for you to make a 10-second clip that somebody's just going to swipe on and is going to forget tomorrow. Like, it just feels so... Like, I feel like a lot of these people are using so much of their time to create this thing that isn't... It's so, you know, transient, you know? It's here and gone. Yeah, anyway, at least certain content can live on for a while. You know, if we make a product knowledge video or anything like that,
Yeah.
it lives on, right? You know, the information is good no matter what. But anyways, I gotta figure it out. Francisco Michael Bezad, you don't give yourself enough credit. I bet they'd be amazing. Everyone would know what they're signing up for. All right, I appreciate the encouragement. Appreciate the encouragement. Carl Montoya, I would watch. The boring footage can actually be the best footage. Just me. Got my headphones on. You know, the other thing that I can't do is type something and listen to music at the same time.
Yeah.
If I'm entering like an order or I'm doing something mundane, I can have music on, but the second I need to like write something,
Yeah.
like
I
if
mean,
I'm writing
it's-
product copy or if I'm writing the email blast or anything, music off, everything off, and I just have the headphones on just so that like everything is quiet, you know?
Yeah.
But
you need to focus sometimes. Yeah.
Yesterday you said tomorrow, just do it. That's it. Okay. Okay, Billy Weeks, Scratch and Sniff Denim. What is the next one y'all are releasing? Maybe a blueberry bagel. Blueberry bagel is blasphemous. Would be a great choice. I think y'all could have a lot of fun doing that denim. We've got a very, very interesting Scratch and Sniff Denim coming up this fall. If I had smell-o-vision, I would, allow you all to smell it. But we have a gene called the Scratch and Sniff Hiba Cypress. So it's like a Japanese cypress tree scent. It's kind of like onsen, kind of.
No, it doesn't smell like onsen,
but
like
onsen
the
baths
wood.
are made from this type of wood.
Well, it kind of smells like what's that wood?
It just reminds me of like a.
No.
Anyway, it's got a woody, naturey kind of scent.
Yeah. What is that wood that smells like? Oh.
It's gonna come to you.
Yeah, well,
come
I
to
don't
you.
know. But it is a very like calming, very nice like high-end smell.
Yeah.
So this is more of like a grown-up scratch and sniff. It's not
Yeah.
gonna smell like raspberry. It's not
No,
gonna
yeah,
smell
like,
like pineapple or
right.
anything. It's just
It's a
more,
very mature scent. I think people are gonna love it. Especially I think it's gonna be fun for the retailers when they open that box of jeans and they're like, whoa. Like, because that scent is going to hit them, and they're going to have it on the sales floor, and you're going to have, like, this nice scent in the store, and like, what is that? Oh, it's the jeans. It's the jeans.
Every now and then you scratch it.
Yeah,
And it's
Doxus, like cedar, like cedar.
Like cedar, yeah, cedar.
Like cedar. Pedro Cortez, Starburst scratch and sniff, Skittles scratch and sniff, Taste the Rainbow. I would do it.
That would be nice.
That'd be cool. You know what would be cool? If you did a Skittles scratch and sniff, each one is a different scent, and then it's just random, right? You don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Who gets the red?
Yeah, so if anybody here works for the good people at Skittles, let us know. I would definitely do that. Billy Weeks, on top of being a denim head, I'm a fragrance head as well. Right on. Yeah, there seems to be...
I think you're going to really like this.
Yeah, there seems to be a few of you guys in our audience as well. Like, you know, it's always interesting. Like, denim and so many things cross over. But yeah, fragrances for sure. I don't have too many, but I know a lot of people are really into fragrances. Brendan R., who do you work with for your scents? Our mills work with people who develop this type of stuff. So yeah, our mills are in charge of handling that. So it's not so much us directly. Oh man, cedar jeans is next level. Believe it. They're going to be very, very nice. Peanuts, DEET bug repellent scent. DEET. You think the APA would allow you to have that much DEET in your sunscreen? I think that's how that line went. Anyways, if you know where that line came from, let me know in the comments below. You don't have to worry about moths. I don't know about that. Maybe. Like they say that the smell like repels certain bugs and things like that.
Like citronelle.
Yeah,
too.
citronelle does. I like the smell of that. Citronelle is,
Smells like cleaning supply. No, cleaning supply.
Oh,
like
okay.
you know.
All right. Little wood smell in these jeans for some denim razzle dazzle. Yeah. Anyways, I think you guys are gonna really like the scent. It's gonna be a very strong one.
I'm very excited about this.
Yeah. Okay. You know what it's time for? Movie time. You know, I was gonna let this. I almost let this out the bag early. Marisa stopped me. So if you're watching still, thank you. Now you're gonna know what I was talking about. You know, we're talking about New York, and the other day I saw an article where it said the last phone booth in New York was being removed, and I'm like, wow, like it's kind of amazing.
It's in the Venera.
Yeah. Phone, no public. I don't know how true that is, or if they're being converted to something else.
I'm sure there are like phones, public phones, but not booth. Like booth is a specific thing.
Right. Well, anyways, movie review or movie recommendation is phone booth, right? You can relive all your favorite phone booth memories by watching Phone Booth. Actually, no, it's a bit of it is a thriller, a great film. I would highly recommend it. I'm not going to go into the details. Just go and watch it. Fantastic film. Is a classic, not a classic whodunit, but it's a...
Yeah, it's a suspenseful
It's a
movie.
suspenseful whodunit. How are we going to get out of it? And it takes place in all places. Phone booth. Speaking of phone booths, our New York City store, there's a phone booth. There was a phone booth in front of it.
Yeah.
And, I understand why New York is removing those phone booths, because at some point they were phone booths, but in modern times, they were actually just toilets. And the amount of times where you would just be in the store and that phone booth was being used as a toilet was a lot. And I understand there's a lack of public toilets and things like that. Got it. I'm not.
And you get some kind of coverage.
Yeah, you get a little bit of privacy. Yeah. Got it. I understand. I feel for that situation. Yeah. But what I would often see also was people posing with that phone booth, because people were coming to New York. They're excited to be in the city, and you'd get some girl inside the phone booth being like, blah, blah, blah. And I remember one time there was this girl who's just really, and her friends are all taking her pictures. And I'm like, I open the door and I'm yelling at her. I'm like, get out. Don't. Just, and she's not really sure what's going on. I'm like, that is a toilet. The people pee in there all day. Stop what you're doing. Get out of there. And that was really funny.
Yeah, but I don't think that information
Is necessary for this live stream?
I don't think that the girl should have known that. I think she would have been happier.
She would have been happier not knowing it.
Yeah.
But, maybe she's going to go eat a New York City hot dog afterwards and her hands are all...
Well, even if it's not a toilet, you shouldn't touch a wall of a phone booth and then go eat a sandwich with that same hand.
Probably.
That's on her.
Probably. But yeah, that's my phone booth story for today. England's red phone boxes very rare now. Right.
Oh yeah.
Adam N, are those Bays ads invitationals? Yes, I have to photograph my update, but these are my Indigo Invitational jeans. As you can see, completely faded. Oh, look, I got some stains. That's cool. I had some knee stains the other day that just kind of brushed off.
This,
Yeah,
I
got
think,
some going on here too.
is mostly because it has a blue tone. You touch denim, you get indigo on your hand,
right.
and then you put your hands in your pocket. That's
Oh,
that.
I see.
That color.
Okay, I didn't even notice that one actually. I really, because it's kind of under the pocket. I really didn't notice it until right now. But like I had some knee stains here. I was, just doing some stuff. But yeah, they're starting to pick up some dirt. It's coming along. Anyway, we got to do our photos this weekend, and we'll post them up. Fat Quack Jr. super faded. 100% of the indigo is gone. Yeah, I'm gonna win the contest, guys. There's no contest here. Okay, I remember that one, watching a man in a phone booth for 2 hours.
Yeah. This feels like what is that movie with Ryan? Not Ryan Gosling, but the other one, the other Ryan something.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, and he was buried. I think it's called Buried.
Oh, Buried.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fat Quack Jr. is saying it's like the movie Speed, but with a phone booth. Yeah, it's kind of like the movie Speed, but in a phone booth.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, I haven't seen Speed in like decades.
Yeah. Carla Montoya, is there pizza grease? I think that's a requirement. I've been avoiding the pizza grease. Risa got some pizza grease the other day.
I got some pizza grease.
Yeah, right here.
Like yesterday, or the day before.
Yeah, she got a little pizza grease stain there.
I'm not a pizza person, and I got the only pizza grease.
Yeah, I've been very careful with the. It's gonna happen. There's no denying that it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's funny it happened to me first.
Yeah. Okay. Did you guys speak about the ultralights? Sorry, just coming in now.
We forgot to talk about the ultralights.
So we've got them right here. We got the men's and the women's. So these are coming out on the 17th. The Ultralight Tech Denim, 20% nylon, super durable, super lightweight, 5-ounce denim. I've talked about it a few times before. If you watched the spring 2022 preview video, you saw me like stand these jeans up on their own because they are that rigid. But we discovered that, even though this is a sanforized fabric, the denim shrinks just a little bit more than like a typical sanforized denim would. And because there's nylon in here, the fabric doesn't give the same way. So when you're sizing with these...
And it's very tightly
woven. Yeah, very tight woven.
Yeah.
So when you're sizing with these, make sure that the measurements are maybe even a little bit bigger than what you normally wear, just to account for them not stretching, really, right? So we'll talk about this a little bit more when we do the product video. So what we did to account for the shrinkage was we rinse washed them. Now the women's were always going to come rinse washed, and you can see here like they're not like floopy, but like they're not as crispy as like this, right? So there's a little bit of flop,
Yeah. But it's still got this very tightly woven
So it still has a similar feeling, right?
Settle the creases very for such a lightweight denim, it's going to have a strong crease.
They'll still crease up nicely. You also get kind of the rippling that happens with the washing, so expect that. So this is the raw, like we showed in the video. They're going to come more like this. You won't be able to stand them up, but they're still going to be lightweight and durable and still that, crunchy feeling that you would have expected otherwise. So that's happening. That's gonna, and they're also a little bit more blue, a slight shade more blue than what we showed off in the product video. So, I mean, that's how these things go sometimes. When we sample something, and then when we get to production, but between that time we work out some of the kinks, right? And that was one of the kinks that we had to work out. What fits are they gonna come in? Men's super guy, weird guy, easy guy. Ladies,
I think classic max, maybe arrow too.
Okay, we'll
classic arrow. I don't know.
Don't remember.
It's
There's
been a while since we made this decision.
Yeah, I'll just try to pull it up here. So ultralight.
And we
and the arrow, and we have it in the hats. There's gonna be a denim jacket, and there's a work shirt coming as well.
Yeah, the hats are already available.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no work shirt. Sorry, denim jacket only. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, denim jacket only.
Yeah.
So, for the ladies, we've got the classic, the max, and the arrow. So and there's baseball caps that are available now. So there you have it. Would you ever do scratch and sniff hats? Yeah, maybe. I don't see why not. Fair and Feral. I tell my wife I'm not old and wrinkled. I'm just faded and with great patina. It's true. That's it. We just patina as we age. Elle was here. 2600 podcast says that there is more phone booths around New York.
That would not surprise me.
That they are not sure why that article was wrote, but it was centered around one removal. Oh, there you have it. What I think happened was I would see a lot of these phone booths converted to like charging stations. So I remember last time we were in New York, I was seeing a lot of these just like public charging stations around the city everywhere. So yeah, anyways, I just saw a headline and a crane pulling up a phone booth. I didn't read the article. Why would you read articles? You just read headlines, guys. Headlines where
and
it's at.
pictures.
Yeah, headlines and pictures. Carl Montoya, Bayzad is just waiting for the right grease. Team Bayzad. Which pizza grease is gonna grease my jeans first?
I think it has to be your own pizza.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I gotta make some pizza this weekend. It's a good weekend to make pizza. Although I think it's gonna rain tomorrow. Anyways. Any update on the Quebec Vulgar?
Yes, I saw it on the schedule, so I think we are going to be able to make the St-Viateur Baptiste Day. Not the day off, because we're closed on that day, but...
Maybe a little bit afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Don't
quote her on that.
But I did see it, and the date was...
Yeah. I don't trust our production schedule also.
No, I know, but it's been kind of okay the last couple weeks, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just take care of this user on our channel. Oh, very aggressive. There we go. Nima writes, "Hi guys, I just got into raw denim. How do I prevent knee bags? I've noticed my raw denim getting really baggy around the knees over time. Also, black cobra denim or black cashmere. How do you prevent the knee bags? Make sure that the jeans are the right length. That's part of it. Sometimes I find that, people will cuff their jeans up a lot, and it pushes the jeans up a lot, and then when that area kind of stretches, it exaggerates it, because the bottom of the jeans are pushing the fabric all the way up the leg. So you kind of got...
If the inseam is too long.
Yeah, if the inseam is too long. So make sure, number one, make sure you got the right inseam. Even like sometimes people have the right inseam, but it's cuffed a lot and it's really thick, and that just it prevents the denim from settling down.
Obviously with the cotton, there's, if there's a lot of stress, it's going to stretch. You can't help that from happening. So once you wash it, that should, be
washing
removed.
will take care of it too.
But another thing is that our power stretch fabrics, we have black power stretch, indigo power stretch. Those fabrics, because the stretch recovery is insanely good, that they would never have that knee bags.
It snaps back.
Yeah.
So
our stretch denim in general would give you a little bit of the stretch without leaving you stretched out. So that's in general it's a good thing to have.
So Black Cobra or Black Cashmere, I would say day to day Black Cobra.
It's more less seasonal.
Yeah, you can wear that all year. You know, the Black Cashmere, it's like 10% cashmere. So, I mean, you can still really wear it all year. I mean, cashmere, it's a lighter weight denim, so it does breathe. But I like the Black Cobra because you have the selvage on it as well. So, I think
selvage,
it's a nice...
It's 12 and a half ounce.
Yeah.
It's a good weight.
Yeah.
And then it's not brushed like cashmere is inside.
Yeah.
Cashmere is, again, like it's comfortable even.
Yeah, that's more of a comfort. If you really are looking for comfort, cashmere is definitely the way to go. But I think day to day, you know, in like more conditions, right? The Black Cobra is the way to go. Is there gonna be a glow in the dark selvage again? I don't know. The Ghostbusters one that we did was very nice. That was pretty cool. Maybe we'll do something like that one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're just waiting on John's jeans here over at Denali. That's right. We're doing a special collaboration with Mr. John Jacob over at Denali in Winnipeg. You're going to have to follow Denali on Instagram to get all the updates on that. I did share their post recently this week. There was a little bit of a preview there. So we're doing a special fit and custom denim for the good folks over at Denali in Winnipeg. Okay, I want to get snack time. Yeah. I have something.
Okay.
I got the thing.
You got the thing. You didn't prepare.
No, I prepared.
Oh.
You're not prepared.
I don't know what's coming out. Oh, I got it. I knew that, actually. See?
Okay, so we were talking about cola earlier. So we got some cola to try out today. And this is craft cola from the good people at Asahi. The same people who make your beer also make all kinds of drinks here in Japan. But this is a craft cola. Now, craft cola has been a bit of a trend in Japan for a while. Yeah. So,
but now, like the bigger guys like this are
getting in on it.
Craft cola.
Yeah. So, craft colas are usually very like herbally and kind of spicy kind of flavored. So. It says it right here, citrus and spices. And if you've ever made your own like cola syrup, I have, you'll realize that there's like a lot of citrus flavors in there. And when you, in fact, like once you've made your own craft cola, you can find like recipes online, and then you drink like a Coca-Cola or something like that, you can actually realize that there is citrus flavor in there. I don't know, some people may not, some people just have the idea of like this is cola taste, but like when you break it down, there's actually the citrus is in there.
Yeah.
So Risa's not much of a cola person.
I do like these kind of cola a lot better though.
Yeah.
They're less sweet. And this is like a Mitsuya Cider by Asahi is like a very old school brand of ciders, like sodas.
Yeah.
And it's like a Mitsuya 3 arrows.
I see. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it says Mitsuya down here as well. So we've got the craft cola. We've got our WWF collector cups. We've got the Macho King, Randy Savage, and the Hulkster, Hulkamania in the house. So Risa, which cup do you want to drink out of?
I'm gonna go with Hulk.
You're going with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
The Macho King right here. I love the Macho Man. Let's give
you're
this a
more
try.
of a macho guy.
Yeah. All right, so get that pour on. You can see it's a little bit more like golden colored than like that dark kind of black cola color. It's definitely more like, yeah. Give that a shot. Yeah, you don't like soda. All right. So there you go. That's yours.
All right.
Give it a smell. Give it a... It smells like citrus. Like
it smells like that cola candy.
Yeah.
You know, I love cola candies. I don't like cola, but I like cola flavored.
Those gummies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does have that gummy cola smell, like smell. Very citrusy smelling. Give that a try.
It doesn't have the craft cola level of like spices. It's very not a interesting taste.
No, not at all. It doesn't have the bite of a Coke, right?
It's just like a watered down cola.
Yeah, it does kind of taste like a watered down Coca-Cola. Yeah, not good. This is not good.
Yeah, you can't call this craft cola.
I don't really even taste much of the... Like, it can taste a little bit of spice in there. Like, you can taste a little bit of cinnamon. Yeah, it's not very good. Not recommended. Avoid.
No.
Avoid. Or spend the 98 yen and try it for yourself if you get the chance to come to Japan this year. But,
yeah.
Which you might be able to. Seems like things are opening up a little bit more and more these days.
We will see.
So that's it. That's our review. I got to give that a score. On the cola scale, Coca-Cola being a perfect 10, by the way.
Well, I'm just gonna rate it based off of like good soda, good drink. I think this is like 3.2.
2.8. 2.8.
Harsh critic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not great. It's less than average.
Yeah.
It's not drinkable.
Yeah.
You know, if you had it, you'd be like, okay. But I'm never going to ask for this.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's just not.
There's some
like the
Coca-Cola
smell,
Tic Tacs in America. That's awesome.
Oh, sounds good.
That's awesome. Okay. Old school WWE salvage. I bet that would be cool as F. It would be. I would love to do it, Billy Weeks. I really want to do that one day. Hopefully we can do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, a little disappointing.
A little disappointing
ending,
but you know what? Bad reviews are good reviews. So, yeah, that's it. Mitsuya Craft Cola from Asahi. Not recommended. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Thanks,
No.
everybody.
3.2 out of 10.
3.228. Very low score.
Yeah.
We're going to leave it there. Thanks again for tuning in, joining us, and kicking off our weekend with you guys for the Naked Famous Denim live stream. If you haven't already done so, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching us in the replay, let us know where you're tuning in from and what jeans are you fading this week. Let us know. Inquiring minds want to know. And we'll leave it there. Do something nice for somebody. Buy somebody a Coke. That'll be nice.
Yeah, like a real Coke.
A real
maybe.
Coke. Buy somebody a real Coke. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Okay, that's that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.